Welcome to Mindset Movie Reviews. Today's movie review is for I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is a horror film that attempts to revive the slasher genre with a mix of nostalgia and new elements. Directed by Jennifer Caton Robinson, the movie follows a group of friends who are haunted by a mysterious killer after a tragic incident from their past. The film stars Madeline Klein, Jonah Hauer-King, and Chase Sui Wonders, with appearances by original cast members Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. The plot centers around Ava, played by Chase Sui Wonders, and Danica, portrayed by Madeline Klein, who, along with their friends, find themselves in a deadly game of cat and mouse with a killer in a fisherman's slicker. The film opens with a familiar setup, a group of friends involved in a tragic accident that they choose to cover up. However, this time, the incident is not entirely their fault, which adds a new layer to the story. The film explores themes of guilt and the consequences of past actions, but it struggles to maintain the suspense and intrigue that made the original a cult classic. The movie attempts to balance the old with the new, bringing back legacy characters like Julie James, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Ray Bronson, portrayed by Freddie Prinze Jr., while introducing a fresh cast. However, the new characters lack the depth and charisma needed to carry the film, and the attempts to modernize the dialogue often fall flat. The film's pacing is uneven, with a sluggish midsection that detracts from the initial suspense. One of the film's strengths is its setting. The coastal town of Southport is beautifully depicted, capturing the eerie atmosphere that fans of the original will appreciate. The soundtrack, featuring artists like Renee Rapp and the Marias, adds a contemporary touch that complements the film's tone. However, the film misses an opportunity to reinvent the killer's design, sticking too closely to the original without offering anything new. While the film does deliver some suspenseful moments and a few clever twists, it ultimately feels like a missed opportunity. The reliance on nostalgia and callbacks to the original can feel forced, and the film struggles to establish its own identity. Despite these shortcomings, the movie does manage to capture some of the playful horror that made the original enjoyable. In summary, I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is a mixed bag. It offers enough thrills to entertain fans of the genre, but it falls short of being a standout entry in the slasher canon. The film's attempt to bridge the gap between old and new is commendable, but it lacks the originality and impact needed to leave a lasting impression. For those who enjoyed the original, this film might be worth a watch, but it is unlikely to become a new favorite. And that concludes my review of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'm giving it 2.5 stars out of a possible 5 stars. Thank you for listening. If you liked what you've heard, please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time at Mindset Movie Reviews.